Offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, 4 down. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
4 down. Check. Young lady. Bravo.
Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, we got 4 down. Check it out, please.
Now Bell. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
43. Go. Kill. Hey, ready. 43 to Mike. Hey, 2. Get in the weight room. Mike, pick that.
Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Lady. Check 52 at the mark. Check. My 7. Pick up the ball. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey,
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. They'll run it with Bell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 31, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Motion. 51, Mike.
On first down, Watson. And he hits Drake. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Bring it. Set. Great team. You don't want this.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Me. I got it. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Again, he finds an opening. And down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll give this to Bell running right. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 53's the Mike.
To try again after the sack. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. All day, baby. All day.
Here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. Wiggles free. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st and 10, Watson. 20! They will find Davis. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Eluding the pressure, and he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Cannon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Bell. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, box truck. 25. Lady. 25. The lady.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Here's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. And it is good. He splits the upright.